Hi students, welcome to Career Zone. In today's session, we will discuss about IIT JAM examination. So, it is the joint admission test for MSc. So, the students who are there in your final year degree or they have just completed their graduation and they are looking for the PG course from the premier institute, they have to write this exam, the joint admission test for MSc. So this exam is conducted for admission into Master of Science and other postgraduate science programs in the premier institutes. This exam started in 2004. Every year, this exam will happen in the month of February. First, you should know about the eligibility of this particular exam. Candidates from any nation can apply for the JAM examination. There is no age limit to appear in this exam. About your graduation scores, candidates should have minimum 55% aggregates mark in graduation if they belongs to the general or OBC NCL category. If they are from SC, ST or the PWD category, then they should have minimum 50% marks in graduation. So you have to understand, in normal college also we require a very good mark, but here the criteria what they are suggesting, it's maximum 55% aggregate mark in graduation. Each IIT and IISc have their own guidelines for different courses on which basis they give the admission in the institute. This is another point. When you look at IIT or IISc or IISCR or NISCR or NITs, they have different branches. Some IITs offer the integrated MS course in physics, chemistry, mathematics or biotechnology. So based on which course you are selecting, they have their own guidelines. Okay, so some IITs you can take this test only for the 2-year program where only one MSc you are grading. Whereas when it comes to the dual degree courses, that means you will get you can take the PG in 2 courses simultaneously. That time also the criteria is different. Or you can think about the PhD courses. There is integrated PhD program, that means MSc plus PhD, MSc plus PhD you will be doing together. So that time also the guidelines differs. Accordingly, each institute will keep their own criteria. Okay. Moving on to the next session, we will discuss about the examination pattern. This is an online test. We have 7 papers conducted for this particular exam. Based on which PG course you are selecting, you can select your paper: mathematics, physics, chemistry, mathematical statistics, geology, biotechnology and economics. Once upon a time they used to conduct exam in biosciences also. At present it is not there. So we have economics here. Medium, this paper is available only in English. It's a 3-hour duration paper. Total number of questions in each paper, it is 60. Each paper will have 3 sessions. So based on which subject you are going to select for your PG course, you can select your paper. Okay. About the examination pattern, as I told you, we have 3 sessions here. Session A will have 30 MCQs, multiple choice questions. Out of 30, 10 questions you will get 1 mark each, so 10 mark. The other 20 questions, they will give 2 marks, so it is 40 marks, 20 questions. Total session A is having a weightage of 50 mark. Only in session A we have the negative marking. For 1 mark question, 1/3 of mark will go per wrong answer, whereas the 2 mark question, 2/3 of the mark will be deducted for a wrong answer. So for 2 mark question, 2/3 of the mark will be deducted for the wrong answer. Now when it comes to section B, it is called as the MSQ question. That means multiple select question. Now what do you mean by multiple select question? Here what will happen? Each question will have more than one choice as correct answer. Sometimes it may be 1 or sometimes it may be more than 1. So you are having 4 options here, but when you select your answer, you should know that these are MSQ questions. So each question can have more than one correct answer. Now we have 10 questions here, per question 2 mark. So this is out of 20 mark, and in this session there are no negative marking. Now section C. Section C is having 20 questions. They are the numerical answer type question. We will call it as NAT. Section C, we have 20 numerical answer type question. That means NAT questions. Here the speciality, the answer is a signed real number. So section C, they are the NAT question. Here the answer is a signed real number which needs to be entered using the virtual numeric keyboard on the monitor. And here in this session we have 20 questions. The first 10 questions you will be getting 1 mark, so 10 mark. The next 10 questions, per question they will be giving 2 marks, so 20 marks. So this session is out of 30 marks and there are no negative marking. Now when you look at the exam pattern, the question paper is out of 100 mark. Section A for 50 mark, section B for 20 mark, and section C for 30 mark. I hope the exam pattern is clear. We will once again discuss about the marking scheme so that you will understand it. So I told you the question paper is having 3 sections. Section A with 30 questions, section B with 10 questions, and section C with 20 questions. In section A, we have 30 MCQs. The first 10 MCQs, you are getting 1 mark each, and there is negative marking. 1/3 of the mark will be going per wrong answer. Section A, we have 20 MCQs with 2 mark each, and 2/3 of the mark will be deducted for wrong answer. When it comes to section B, we have 10 MSQs, multiple select question. Per question you will be getting 2 mark. Now there are no negative marking. When it comes to section C, we have total 20 questions. The first 10 questions we will be getting 1 mark each, and there are no negative marking. When it comes to another 10 questions, per question you will be rewarded 2 mark, and there are no negative marking for the wrong answer. Okay. In the next session, we will discuss about why we have to write this exam. If you write this exam, if you are looking for your PG course in the premier institutes of India, this is the best platform. So Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. So when you look at Indian Institute of Technology, you have to understand we have 23 IITs in India. Indian Institute of Science, IISc, Bangalore, one of the premier research institute. Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, IISCR. We have 7 IISCRs in India. National Institute of Science, Education and Research, NISCR, Bhubaneswar. This NISCR is having a special campus in Mumbai University also. It is the Department of Atomic Energy. National Institute of Technologies, NITs. Every state will have their own NITs. We have 32 NITs. Now, to give a more clear-cut idea about the courses, what they are offered. Normally people have a belief if it is IIT, NIT, then it is for engineering. No, it is not true. In IIT and NIT also, science streams are available, but most of the people are not aware of it. See, I have not given the entire data here. If you browse, you will get it. For example, every IIT is having an MS course. So I have not given that data. Even NIT also, which type of course is available, I have not given. But I told you there are some IITs or NITs which offer integrated MS course. There is MSc course. Then there are dual degree course. Then there is integrated PhD program available. That means MS plus PhD, you can do it together. IIT Madras, 2-year MS program is available in chemistry or in mathematics or in physics. IIT Palakkad, 2-year MSc program is available in chemistry as well as in physics. IIT Hyderabad, 2-year MSc program is available in chemistry, mathematics and in physics. So I hope this part is clear. Next, you should know about the syllabus. As I told you, we have 7 papers. So the syllabus of the 7 papers differs. When you look at biotechnology, We have 4 subjects which is included in this paper: biology, chemistry, mathematics, and physics. When you look at physics, you should have a thorough knowledge of the plus 1 and plus 2 syllabus. So here plus 1 and plus 2 means it's NCERT syllabus. Mathematics, again you should know plus 1 and plus 2 syllabus. When you come to chemistry, you should know up to the graduation syllabus. When it comes to biology, you should know up to graduation syllabus. Okay, you should be thorough in the plus 2 syllabus as well as in the graduation syllabus. Now, about the chemistry syllabus, 3 subjects included in this. You know about your degree syllabus: physical chemistry, organic chemistry, and inorganic chemistry. It is included. When you look at the mathematics syllabus, these are some topics which are included: sequences and series of real numbers, functions of one real variable, functions of one real variable, functions of 2 or 3 real variables, differential equations, vector calculus, group theory, linear algebra, real analysis. These are the topics which are included in the mathematics syllabus. When you look at mathematical statistics syllabus, mathematics and statistics are included. Mathematical statistics consist of 2 subjects, mathematics and statistics. The weightage given to mathematics, it is 40%, whereas the weightage given to statistics, it is 60%. When you look at mathematics, sequence and series, differential calculus, integral calculus, and matrices included. When you look at statistics syllabus, probability, random variables, standard distributions, joint distributions, sampling distributions, limit theorems, estimation, and testing of hypothesis included. Okay. Now about the physics syllabus. Most of the students, I think they prefer physics when it comes to IITs. So it includes mathematical methods, mechanics and general properties of matter, oscillations, waves and optics, electricity and magnetism, kinetic theory and thermodynamics, modern physics, solid state physics, devices and electronics. So these are the topics which is coming under the physics syllabus. Now when you look at geology syllabus, the planet Earth, geomorphology, structural geology, paleontology, stratigraphy, mineralogy, petrology, economic geology, applied geology. These are the topics which are included. So in today's session, we were discussing about the IIT JAM examination. If you are in your graduation, just concentrate on this particular exam so that you can take your post-graduation from a premier institute. I hope you are able to follow today's session. Thank you for listening.